empty. The winds blew up her bird up down below my bully boys bow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
This is the captain. Batting the hatches, fire the cannons. Travel the Atlas, tracing the Bradley, sunk on your bad ship, and we caught the wind. Bug must be politics. We fought that censorship. Never gave up, and we got it to hit it. We only beginning with winning, so shout out to Natty and Nathan. Rap with the shanty, we make it. Now in the mount with the greatest. Part of the seas of the treasure, cause we believe through the weather. Down to go down with the crab, steering the ship. Like Noah, carry every burden. Even when we see tide is turning, the world in reverse because I got a fire burning. All of the maps returning further, ocean keeping on searching further, treasure full of that currency. All of it, everyone, people sing.
What's up? We did it. We're live. Logan's muted, but he's unmuted right now. And happy National Beer Day. So I want to start everybody off, including, C2, who's like, oh, $5, they're late. He spelled "there" wrong, but that's okay. He lives in Florida. And I love you, CT. I'm just messing with you. But everybody, if you happen to be watching the show and you happen to be wanting to have a cold beverage, I love this fine Pilsner Miller latte. Happy National Beer Day. Cheers to all of you. Greatly appreciate every single one of you that is a viewer. The co-host, Brandon, Logan, Toby, who's usually here, just can't be here tonight because his internet sucks, and I feel very terrible.
It's really National Beer Day?
Yeah, 100%. Not only is it National Beer Day, Beer Day, right. It is also opening day of MLB. It is also the Masters, and it's just a phenomenal day, one of the best Thursdays of all Thursdays. And shout out Squeaks Beard. He says, go Expos.
There you go. Hey.
Forgot the capital E, but either way, go Expos.
I do want to say this. I was not told that you were going to be wearing a Blue Jays jersey, and I'm wearing the hat, so I'm officially trading.
Oh, insert.
Oh, come on. I was so happy for you. I was like, oh, he gets it.
No, I love a friend of mine sent me that as a follower. Good team. Love the if I had an AL team, it would be the Blue Jays.
Hey, yeah.
For opening day for the Jays, although they don't open tomorrow or till tomorrow, but I today, as Matt mentioned, he likes that the light Miller flavor. I drink a ton of that, but this is my favorite flavor. The Blue Labatt heavy beverage, and so during opening day, that's what we go with here.
It is, and we're not going to get into this. We're not a sports podcast, but my Pirates stink. And
they're not rough day.
Not only does Cabron Hayes agree to the biggest deal in Pirates history, he gets hurt in the first inning. Did he again? Yeah, hurt his wrist. But that's going to be more for the baseball podcast, and I'm super excited because Logan and myself find ourselves for whatever reason on a baseball podcast. And if you ever want to, we'll have things.
Braves are down 3-0.
Yes, they are. And my round robin betting for the day took a big toll when I took the Brewers, to which they should have beat the Cubs. But Hendricks, he looked amazing. A guy that probably averages 2 to 3 strikeouts a game had 4 or 5 really quick. But again, this isn't a sports podcast. This is why you're here. So we're going to continue to move on. But again, happy International Beer Day. Cheers to all. This one goes out to, again, every co-host that's been a part of this. This is episode 131. So awesome. This is for the 131 weeks that we've continually come back, and we just have a blast here. And Brandon and myself, we had a really, really good conversation before because we don't do this for money. This podcast isn't what it's about. Yes, we do have some great friends of the show. We can continue to name them, but just look at the stickers in the background. They help make this, but if we didn't all have day jobs, we couldn't afford to just live off the money, not only from the podcast. You probably see this stud all over social media, on the Instagram, the Facebook, the tickety-tock, all of the cool ones that are in China. You probably see him just on this show here. And then if you're local, you see him. But we again, just can't thank you guys enough because you being here, hanging out with us, that's what it's about. It started before COVID. And then when COVID ramped up, we really got into this with, the podcast and stuff like that. But we've met so many amazing people here. And speaking, yes, of COVID, he's COVID positive. Finally got to him.
Gonna be okay.
Sorry to hear that, buddy. Sorry. Hope you're healing up. I do want to say this. I think there's a lot of misconceptions about people who are social media creators, content creators like Matt, myself, who and I know a lot of them too, who don't do things like this unless they're getting paid, whether it's a podcast or otherwise. I don't get paid to be here. Matt doesn't get paid to be here. Logan doesn't get paid to be here. We're doing this because we love to be here, because we love talking to Nita and Mark and Dustin and Jace and Brian and Lane and all the folks, and hearing from you and reading the funny articles and talking about it and making you laugh and creating a community. This is what it's all about.
Yeah, and that's a great point, because me and CT actually had a great conversation last night. Like, not only thank you so much for the super sticker, you don't have to do that, but we had a great conversation. Like, we truly want to make people laugh. He was like, I don't know about that TikTok I posted last night, but I think it's funny. And I was like, man, I don't know really anything that we're doing, but I truly aim to, just like these guys, just make somebody smile each day. And this is what we do it. And it makes me smile every day looking at Monty, knowing that I technically in beard competitions have a better beard than him, because he shaved his mustache off, because they raised like I feel bad now. Was it $35,000 him and the amazing beard community raised? So him and Jake lost their beards or their mustaches. So now they're whalers. Now there's two people that I can never beat in a beard competition that I can beat right now, because at the end of the day, we don't care about the trophies, the ribbons. We just care about helping amazing people. And that's what I really try to do. And I know that's why these guys are a part of this crew. We truly want to make you guys laugh. And that's why it's episode 131. We have some amazing, weird news. There was a woman who was arrested for stealing something that's going to make you laugh. And then there was a man that did some very inappropriate things on a airplane. Not once, not twice. Not 3 times, 4 times. He did something stupid 4 times on an airplane, got arrested. And in community that we talk about, not only is the beard community the best community in the entire planet, but the community that we that we all have here, a part of our friends, whether, maybe they came in here because of Brandon, maybe they came here because of Logan, myself, Toby, whatever. I had this same article about the dude on the airplane sent to me 4 times from people in this community. Nice. And I just got laughing. I'm like, not only is it hilarious that you guys think that this is going to be, part of the show, but it's hilarious how weird all of us really are, because it's a weird article. And that you guys all sent that to me, it really means a lot to me. And I wish that I allocated a little more time to chat with you guys more, but that's why we're here. We're live. And like Dustin said, it's a great community in the whole. So yeah, he definitely was wrestling some trouser snakes. So let's go ahead and get into that article now that it's out of the bag. I was going to give you guys a little bit of a guess, but I feel like that's where I was going with. Southwest airline, they've been in the news many times, most of them not good, but this passenger was arrested, banned from flying on this airline for the rest of their lives for, yes, as Jace, the producer, said, wrestling the one-eye trouser snake. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, 4 times. 4 times he was wrestling that snake on the plane. So as the article says, Southwest passenger, this is the headline from WGNTV.com. Thank you, WGNTV.com. My favorite place to get information right now. And there's a big 9 on it, so I'm guessing it's channel 9. I don't know. That's not my favorite number.
That's good guess. That's educated.
So on April 20th, this was the photo of it. So I was like,
the photo. Let's take a look.
I was just looking. It was 4/7, and it was not even 420.
I will see.
You'll see the shit photos of people sending you.
Yes, again. As Brandon mentioned, if anybody wants to send their poop pics, 3-1, Braves just got to run. But if anybody wants to send a picture of them taking a poop, Logan at beardlaws.com. Feel free to send that through. It's funny because Joe asked, he says, hey, how many poop pics? Are we eligible for the bidet yet? I said, we haven't hit that mark yet. So now I'm going to up the mark. There's about 450,000 people watching the show right now. If we can get 30 people to send poop pics to Logan at beardlaws.com, we'll give away a bidet tonight. So we'll give you till next week. How about that? If
Yes, that's
Logan
good.
gets 30 poop picks from now to next episode, we'll give away a bidet. But Mark's going to stay. He says, all right, I'm interested. All right, we hooked you.
All right,
We
man,
hooked
Mark.
you. Let's go. So a man, this is reported in Phoenix, Arizona. A lot of weird things happen. The temperature gets a little bit hot enough you can crack an egg and just have it kind of boil or fry on there. But a man on a Southwest flight is facing charges and a lifetime ban after allegedly, everybody, masturbating next to a female passenger for an hour during a flight.
For an hour. Would you stop that, please? I'm not going to stop, Susan. Like, what kind of awful ride would that be?
Yeah. Stop being such a Karen. I'm busy.
No, it's funny. Go ahead, Brandon.
Here's my question. So Elo says it must have had a lot of buildup to do it for 4 times in 2 hours. Did he do it to completion, to succession, or was he just caught doing it at 4 different times?
Oh,
Right.
very, very good point. Very good point.
If he can do it to completion 4 times on a flight.
Does anybody obviously we know we so for anybody that's new here, what we do is we take articles that viewers or we find on the internet, and usually I'm the one that kind of reads through them a little bit, but what we do is we read the headlines. We don't read the guts of the article, and we know the gist of this one, but I want to throw a guess out to you guys. Can anybody guess his name? Maybe we can guess the name. That'll be fun.
Daryl Stevenson.
Oh, okay.
Ivan be whacking off?
Oh, nice. I was waiting for somebody to say you've been whacking off. Friend of the Tuesday show.
Sure,
His name is Antonio Sherrod McGarity.
It's all the charade, Susan. You don't see anything.
Yes. Happy National Beer Day. Is
What's
Joe.
his last name?
McGarity is how I would say MC, like a Mick, like me, but with a capital Gairity.
Dude, that is one eclectic name. Antonio Sherrod.
Double D at the end of Sherrod. So it's Sherrodd.
Wow.
Yeah. So a female passenger told the FBI that McGarity began to pleasure himself shortly after takeoff when she got photo evidence of him in the act. She also alleged she saw him lick his fingers clean at one point.
While staring her deeply in the eyes.
After masturbating 4 times over the hour, the woman said McGarity fell asleep and she was finally able to alert Southwest flight attendants and was moved to another seat. The woman handed over her photos to Phoenix police after landing.
She took okay, wait. Here's where the questions come in. Listen, there is never a time to sit here and blame the victim. It's never been, hey. But wait. Finally able to alert? So you're telling me this whole thing is going on and you're not like at all? But you're snapping photos.
Yes.
Okay. I got to get proof of this.
Yes.
She was also the girl that way back in elementary school raised her hand, like talk too much. So like finally one teacher was like, put your hand down. And so like she's never raised her hand since. So finally she's like, I can't. I'll just take a picture of it and watch. Oh, shit. Oh, this is awkward.
Yes. So apparently FBI, obviously they interviewed McGarity, told them he did this and did not think the woman minded, saying that she thought it was kinky.
Well,
it's kinky, all right.
Well, it's a different, how do I say this? You need express written consent for something like that. That's what I mean. Like, it's like trying to get the NFL to let you use their footage on a broadcast,
right?
Not without express written consent from the NFL. No,
I mean, I couldn't imagine doing it once on a flight, let alone 4 times on a flight. And just so anybody, if you're listening to this and maybe you're getting some ideas in your head or whatever, it is a federal offense and faces federal charges involving lewd, indecent, and obscene acts on an aircraft. All right. The laws are different on an airplane. I mean, there's movies that are out there and they're like, you can't even say bomb on an airplane. All right. Like,
bomb,
man, this
bomb,
chicken
bomb,
is
bomb.
bomb. I'm sorry. What, sir?
Yeah.
So
yes.
So let's recap real quick.
Yes.
What is the craziest thing about this story, though? What's the craziest thing? The fact that A, he did it.
Well,
B,
Logan,
he did it 4 times. C, she didn't raise her hand to alert someone until he did it enough to fall asleep.
He couldn't raise his hand to alert anybody. That's for sure.
I have a problem. This side of me is going crazy, but I know this is wrong.
Logan, I would probably say, if you want to say the term recap, let's recap. I think the most important piece here is that he recapped 4 times.
4.
Yes, he did.
It's all bad all the way around. Listen, I understand urges you may feel inside, kids. Don't do that in public, and don't bring around anybody else into your little sadistic, little nasty sexual game. Nobody deserves to go through that. And I really do feel for the person or people who had to see that, because that's something that's going to be with them forever.
And I got to ask the women of this. All right. So we got, obviously Nita, Megan. I can never say your name. So I'm going to say Elo.
I always call her Elo.
Elo, Laura. I mean, so you're on an airplane. You'll look over. Dude just cranking one off. What is your reaction? Like, I have to imagine, like, I mean, so this is me. All right. This is me on an airplane. If I look over and a dude's cranking one off, me being the smart ass that I am, I'm going to say, hey, need a hand with that thing? And then if he kind of looks at me like, ooh, that's kinky, I'm going to probably punch him right in his dick, like right in the head. It's going to hurt. And then I'll be like, this pervert's jerking off to me with a beard. All right. That wasn't the situation here. He's next to a woman. There's no, saying like she's, on the OF pages, farting into a bottle. Maybe he's like got a thing for this girl. I don't know. He's just next to a random stranger from what it appears. All right. And he's just cranking one off. And then he's cranking another. Why would you wait to the 4th one for this guy to fall asleep before you alert? Like, I mean, you're in an airplane. If you feel uncomfortable at any point, I'd have to imagine you could alert somebody or just get out of your seat. Go talk to a flight attendant. Why would you wait until they were all done?
From the other perspective, I think maybe, and we're all guessing here of what had happened. We don't know. We're all guessing based on an article. We don't know the exact details beyond what we're reading. But maybe this woman, felt like he was going to try to do something weird or actually try to touch her or hurt her. You don't want that, right? I wouldn't want that. To your point, though, Matt, if I had a magazine or something, oh, yeah, I'm whack right on top. Yeah, I'm just giving him a little swag.
You're gonna magazine dog nose that thing. No.
Yeah. Bad. But yeah, Elo. I mean, if you can get up to go to the bathroom, which, I mean, there was no talks of constraint. I mean, I got to admit, like, if Antonio Sherrod McGarrity was allowed to like cuff her and like whatever they're into, so she couldn't get up, I could see maybe how they were like, this is a little kinky. We're trying to join that Mile High Club. You know what I mean? I'm gonna continue to go, and then she recorded it. Maybe. I don't know. That's one thing. I don't know. I feel like there's a couple of sides to
that's
this.
the other thing. If she makes a scene, all of a sudden she's the girl on the plane making a scene. You know how cell phones work. I get that, Brandon. You're right. I mean, like that's so awkward that it's too awkward for someone to even like. There's got to be that holy fuck factor, the shock factor, where you're just like, I don't know what to do with my hands. She does, but like she was probably just like, what the fuck do I do here? But,
and I guess we can sit here and second guess all day, and I'm not saying it's right or wrong what she did or what she didn't do. Is it, and this is an honest question, it's not rhetorical, is it up to her? Is it, if you see somebody start a fire or do something terrible, it's up to you to say, is it see something, say something kind of a thing? Or is it not, the onus not on her as the victim in this case? Because listen, you are a sexual assault victim at this point,
yeah,
to some degree.
You would hope that anyone else who saw that, like there's a guy that sees that across the way. Although whatever, maybe he doesn't have to move a lot to do what he's doing. If you know what I'm saying, it's like maybe nobody saw it. That's obviously a big pot. That's probably the possibility that nobody else saw it. 4 times though. Who knows who's walking by, whatever, but maybe this guy's done this before. Maybe this was like, he was like, hey, I got this down to a science, who knows? So most likely nobody else saw it. Cause I think if there was more than one, like the someone sees it and then like turns around as they're walking by and gives her the eye, like, are you part of this shit? The help me
I mean, if he
eyes.
could crank one off 4 times in a quick hour, he's done this before. Let's be honest.
Right. Right.
And then
Unreal.
time to finish it off with a nap.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
Excuse me, ma'am. Could I get one of those plain pillows? I am just.
Yeah,
Wow.
I know a lot of things don't add up. But let's be honest. I mean, I've flown a lot.
My elbow's sore.
Yes, that's how you get carpal tunnel, kid. So don't do that on an. I mean, I've flown a lot of times. Could you imagine? I mean, maybe they're in first class. Maybe things are different there. I've never bucked up the money to fly first class. All I have ridden is just normal flights, pack to pack, like mostly middle seats. I don't know why I draw bad luck, but I'm going to tell you right now, if I look over and some dude's just cranking one off, he's gonna be sore. I mean, it's not as sore as a guy that did it 4 times in an hour and took a nap. I'm going to be pretty pissed off about it. I mean, because let's be honest, there's probably kids on that plane. Have you ever taken a flight when there's not a kid on a plane?
That's exactly. There's
it's either way. Yeah, we're glad you opened this too. He probably didn't realize she knew, but claimed yes, I get that. The hubby said he'd put it away. Yes.
Honestly, like if I'm not worried about my life and what's going to happen to me, and I see something like that happen, I'm seriously cracking the dude in the side of the head. Like I'm ruining this entire experience for him. Like it's not going to be pleasant. Because
it is going to make getting fingerprints in a mugshot very weird. That is very true.
The light is hurting my eyes, sir. Can we turn it up? It's going to be bad. Yeah.
I'm going to get out a nail file and file my fingernails into points right in front of him and be like, all right, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it. Though.
You should just file the tip. Anyways.
I'd be like, you ready?
I got nothing else to say about that. That's disgusting, and don't do that in an airplane. I don't know if you guys have any closing statements on this article, but moving along. So let's talk about our UK news that was probably sent over by our UK correspondent Nita, and the licking his hand, that was interesting. So UK correspondent sent us some articles and wanted to clarify that her and her husband are not weird like these UK people. And I never even thought that route, but I did respond to her and I said, listen, I don't think you're weird. Brandon, Logan, Toby, none of us think you're that weird. We appreciate the articles, but we need to be real that we're all really weird. And it's okay to be weird, but we're not this kind of weird that the UK is throwing at us. It's a different thing. But women's rights was a mistake, apparently. This I don't usually feature troll comments, but so if anybody wants to tell them in the comments that they were a mistake by posting this, feel free to. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like if you start to get trolls, then you know the show's starting to get good. So either way,
no damage.
Ooh, well played. Mirror.co.uk is our source for a lot of articles on here. And this person used to work in M&S. No idea what that is. M&S. But now they earn $50,000 eating something, wearing something.
Can I stop you right there?
100%.
How many articles do we read that's literally like such and such makes $20,000 a month by just fill in the blank? Yeah, it's wild.
That's the beauty. So I not only do I want Brandon and Logan to fill in those blanks, but I want everybody that is viewing this show right now to fill in the blanks. Let me just recap one more time. Again, this is the mirror.co.uk. It says, I used to work in M&S. Still no clue what that is. But if anybody wants to let us know what that is, I'm not going to Google it. But they earn 50,000 squiggly lines, which is euro, which is more than our money. So let's just hypothetically say 60,000 USD. Eating blank, wearing blank.
Eating baby food, wearing a diaper.
Baby food in a diaper. Okay. That's not anything Logan was going to guess. When he turns to that way, that's his thinking gesture. He does it all the time. He's like, okay.
It's picturing it.
M&S is Marks and Spencer's. It's a flu close. Okay. Laura and Nita have our back. Thank you very much.
ladies. All right. Man. Sausage and lingerie, I guess, maybe.
Okay. Eating a sausage and
Baby
very
food diapers
valid.
Actually, yeah, it makes sense.
CT Googled it. He's going to stay quiet. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. Keep the guesses coming. We got Cheetos in a poncho. Fair enough. Again, baby food in a diaper makes sense. Elo, I would love to hear your guess because, you know, it's very valid. Laura, Nita, everybody. Jace, I'm a little hesitant on asking you your guess, but I really want the creative Jace to just throw in here.
That's a legit question, honestly.
It is. Again, used to work at a clothing department store, but said, you know what? I don't need this job anymore because now all I got to do is eat this and wear this. And I make 50,000 euros. Hey, you did. You did. Hey, appreciate you popping in. The judge is in session. That's you. You're the judge, right?
Yeah. Oh, he's the judge.
He's a judge.
I don't have. I do.
Which is pretty cool. What are the odds that we have the beard laws stuff and we have a legit judge right here?
That's true.
Huh? Hot dogs in a Speedo. Oh, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel like we should do a wrestling introduction. Now, coming in at the blue corner, weighing in at 169 pounds, 6'9", the one, the only, Judge McDermott. That's got to be inconvenient to wear. You should.
Oh, it's awful. It's hot. It's itchy. Yes. Usually when I do videos, I usually go between like me and acting like I'm like counsel. So like I'll take it off and wear a hat. And then you have to like make sure you're doing each spot correctly because if you fuck it up, you got to start all the way over again. It's awful.
Yeah. Yes.
It looks good on you though. It's a nice look.
Thank you.
It's an
Judge,
interesting look.
It's the official term is Judge Fattius Daddius. Judge Fat Daddius.
That's funny. All right, let's get into this. Yeah, classier than definitely Judge Judy. 100%. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so I know you guys are really wanting to get into this, but her name is Orla Melissa. Melissa is apparently the last name, apparently in this. 20 years old, was working shifts at her local M&S and munching on her favorite snack. Okay. She then decided that she could probably make a lot more money and decided to change her career. She had some inspiration and knew how to get started. I feel like we all could probably know this, but 20-year-old who used to work as a cashier, we already said that, she now eats Percy pigs on camera. Wearing nothing. Brandon, being a food guy, have you ever heard of Percy pigs?
I have not, but it sounds like something that is going to be British, I'm guessing.
Yes, I mean, being in the UK, that is very valid. She decided to leave her supermarket role for a job that would bring in a little bit more cash, and she just wanted to sell some steamy content on adult streaming platforms, FanView. So for anybody that didn't know about FanView, you're welcome. This is an educational show. You can now jump on FanView. Her risk appeared to have paid off. She started last year. She earned a staggering 50,000 euro from Percy Pig content alone. So she says it's been so empowering becoming her own boss and choosing which hours she wants to work. Yes.
I also like to do steamy content, but it's more just microwaved burritos.
Yes. Or sometimes in the summertime, taking a poop when it's a little bit too hot. Yes. Orla. Yes. Yeah. Or I get what you're saying. No, it's, I missed that joke until I reread it. Yes. Orla. No, it's ORLA, not oral la, but that could be her maybe spicy content name. Very, very, very good. Yeah, so apparently, it's a British thing because there's a thing that said again from the mirror.co.uk. She decided to send a few cheeky photos. And we had to Google the cheeky term. And so if anybody's a viewer, call back what cheeky really means. She was eating her favorite gummy sweets to subscribers. She was very surprised to learn that the subscribers absolutely loved her Percy Pig content and wanted more. So
she's
let's just share the
basically
screen.
Like she's eating like gummy bears naked.
Yes. So this is her with Percy Pigs.
Fair enough.
She's living the American dream.
Yes,
in
she
England.
is.
In England.
Yes, just it's like, hey, I'm gonna go in this car garage wearing nothing. That seems like a great idea. Nothing ever bad happens. Hey, I'm a 20-year-old girl named Orla. I'm just gonna wear pretty much nothing, go in a car garage. Nothing's ever bad happened. I haven't seen any scary movies. It just seems like a great idea. Let me grab my Percy Pigs real quick and stick on my ass in somewhat appears to be a Peppa Pig style outfit. There's some sick motherfuckers that are paying to watch this 20-year-old girl eat things that look like Peppa Pig wearing clothing. Oh, wait, lack thereof or thereof in Peppa Pig style shit.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
I love gummy bears. Don't get me wrong. I love gummy bears. I don't eat them a lot. But like, if I'm going to be involved with gummy bears, I'm going to eat them myself. I don't want to watch somebody else eat them.
I'm going to tell you this.
Waste your time.
This is Judge Fatty as Daddy is talking, but I'll tell you something. All right. You can do whatever you want in your life, whatever makes you happy. If it makes you happy to eat Peppa Pig shaped gummy bears, pigs, then eat them. If it makes you happy to do it naked, then do it. If it makes you happy to do that, eat them naked and show other people, then do that. But there's no coming back from that. You make the jump to that as a profession. That's what you're going to be doing the rest of your life, or you're not going to be doing anything at all, because there's no going from that to a professional job. Nobody will hire you. Not saying that's the way it should be. I'm saying that's just the way it is. So remember, kids, when you are jumping into something like that, whether it's schmonly schmlans or anything else, it is fine. Do it. Great. Have fun. Good luck. Make lots of money. But there's no coming back from that to do anything else, because anybody you know, anybody in your family, and goodness gracious, if you tie your real name to it, you're done. You're done because there's nothing else you can do. You better be very successful at it, and good luck to be that. But there's no coming back from that. You can't go selling parts and then want to become part of, B&H attorney's office, right? Like, it's just not going to work.
Yes, but that's a great point, Elo. Like, does she eat them seductively, or does she eat them awkwardly? Like,
I think seductively. You would think possibly awkward because she's in a car garage, but the way she's looking in a car garage, I think she's just like, no, she thinks she's legit.
This is awesome. So for anybody that's just listening to the podcast, you cannot see these comments that are coming in on the Beard Laws YouTube right now, but Jace, the producer, says, can you imagine if those sites get shut down one day? How would you explain a gap in unemployment or a gap in employment? I was selling pics of my butthole. I calmed it down for the audio. He said asshole to strangers on the internet, and then bam, websites down. But But she did think that it was a little bit funny that nobody has asked her to eat a vegan-friendly style of her favorite snack. I mean, I guess, she's just living the good life, just completely eating her favorite snack and just, making good money.
If you're going to be weird about it, don't make it vegan too.
Again, I just want to make it clear that I am all for going out there and choosing to do what you want to do as a consenting adult with your life in 2022. You go and do it. There's no shame here in your game and what you decide to do. But understand, just like with free speech, there are consequences to what you decide to do and what you decide to do with your life. And people will judge you. No matter what you say, only God can judge you. Yes, sure, but people will judge you.
That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same.
Shit, people judge me for ranking lunchbox reviews. One guy was like, man, all you do is rate lunchboxes. And I was like, damn, man, that kid's right. He's probably 12 and just wrecked my whole life. So just remember. And that was soft. That's what I went through. Just imagine what it's going to be like. Yeah, well, I've kind of seen your butthole. I can't really, take what you have to say for serious anymore.
None.
Right.
None. So, well, you know what? I think we've got all we can get out of that one. But yes, we're going to leave this with Elo's comment. God will judge her for all the Peppa Pigs that she has slaughtered.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one.
There we go. So, because Elo just shut us down, we're going to move on to the next article. So, we got another article by Newsweek.com. There was a woman who was on her way to court for something. This is very, again, brief. So, it's going to be a blank and a blank. So, this woman was going to court for blank, but was arrested on the way to court for doing blank.
Drugs.
When you guys think about this, I'm going to step off camera for a minute because it's National Beer Day, and I forgot that I was gifted something from an amazing company that I'm going to go grab. I'm going to bring it back into camera so you guys can all see it. So again, woman was arrested for blank, was on her way to court, got arrested for blank, or in trouble for blank.
Right.
Okay.
I'm going to say prostitution.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say she was arrested for possession of drugs while entering the courtrum, or a weapon or something.
You're mixing it up. Okay, I was going to say prostitution and arrested for prostitution on their way there. Like got a ride on the way there. It's either got to be that or drunk driving.
Yes.
Like I know, I literally have people that I know and friends that have shown up to their DWI court case hammered.
Jesus Christ.
Like where I worked at the bar is a block and a half, 2 blocks, whatever, ish from the town court. So they on their DWI day, they would come down to the bar, not driving. They'd get a ride into town, come down to the bar, get shit canned, and then go up for court on their DWI or alcohol related charge.
I think there's something to be said about that. I'm going to put the gavel away now. It's just a nice toy to have. But something to be said about how. Okay.
Okay. So I'm back. And sorry for that, but okay. Do we have any? We got. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. All right. So, woman was arrested for stealing a car. So, he was arrested for. Okay. Great guess, Lane. You know what she was arrested for again?
Showing up in a stolen car.
Yeah, she stole a different car. So, yeah, to recap, woman was arrested for a stolen car, goes into court, gets arrested for stealing a different car. So after, again, this was from Newsweek.com. After committing a crime, the best advice one can receive is to be remorseful and kind of lay low. But a California woman, bet you we all thought it was a Florida woman, was not. She reportedly did the opposite. After a recent arrest for allegedly stealing a vehicle, among other alleged crimes. Okay, this, I feel like it's going to be a good article. I didn't read through it again. That's what we do. We just read the headlines. So there was also drug possession and second-degree burglary. So woman identified as, what do we think? What do we got for names? California woman.
California.
Mercedes.
I'm going to go with the Indica, however you want to pronounce it.
Oh, good one. You know, after a weed strand. Her name was Brandy Leah Jones.
Okay.
That's
41.
Not bad. Okay.
No. She was arrested in Dublin, California, which I feel like that's a dumb name for a place in California because I feel like Dublin, Ireland, great place. Dublin, California stinks. But allegedly, she drove there in another stolen vehicle. The National Insurance Crime Bureau reportedly said the COVID-19 pandemic and economics contributed to the 2020 uptick in stolen vehicles. We're not going to get into that. I'm not. Oh, she looks like the drug one was like more prevalent than the stolen vehicle one. But, we're about to get there. So apparently they received an article on Monday, some random Monday, a stolen vehicle alert because they have license plate readers all over the place. It tagged it. They located a stolen van unoccupied and the ignition punched. So she's skilled. She is skilled in
Yes.
Dublin, California.
Got her ways.
And they conducted surveillance on the van and saw a female enter the driver's seat. They made contact with Miss Jones, not married, weird. And after the brief discussion, learned that she had left the courthouse after an appearance with the vehicle case. But pretty much she found out that she had a court appearance, didn't have a vehicle. Not sure why Miss Jones didn't have a vehicle. So in order to get to court, she said, shit, I got to get there. Didn't have a pre-plan. You know, there's no taxis apparently or Ubers or any of those cool services. She said, you know what? I'm going to steal another one. I know how to punch those vehicles. Stole it. Got to court in a stolen vehicle. Got busted. And this is what Miss Jones looks like.
Yep. That makes sense.
Yeah, she's clearly not happy.
No, well, she's very upset.
Hit her in the side of the head, fix those eyebrows.
Do you think she this is what she was wearing to court the day she stole a second vehicle? Like, I feel like if you're going to go to court, the couple of times that I've allegedly been to court, I've dressed up at least.
There's no dressing up here.
Miss
Brandy Jones. Miss Brandy Jones. Like, this is not her first rodeo in court either.
Rodeo.
Dustin's been to Dublin, California.
Yeah.
But either way,
he and her probably had Dustin and her probably had a gone 60 seconds moment at some point.
You think so?
Oh, no doubt.
Better than the 60 seconds in the air that one dude did.
The other guy had, yeah.
Hey, no judgment either way.
Steal cars with her. I know you didn't.
But it's weird because then the article takes a weird turn where they just go on all these statistics from the FBI about all the pandemic vehicles, and there was approximately 6.4 billion was lost nationwide to national motor vehicle thefts in 2019. The average cost per vehicle, $8,886.
They blame it on COVID or whatever, but not the fucking criminals.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe they're just more stupid people in this world.
There's a lot of those. There's a lot of those. Today is we're gonna segue from that. Today's National Beard Day.
Did you see Elo? He was gone in 60 seconds 4 times.
Hey, that's gonna be a movie that's coming out here pretty soon.
Oh, I hope not.
I mean, I feel like if anybody's gonna see it, it's gonna be Elo, Jace, or Grim. Helen Veltersnatch. That was a good guess for her name. That was fantastic, Grim. Saw that a little too late, but I apologize. But again, today's National Beer Day, so it wouldn't be National Beer Day without a beer-related story. So from the UPI.com, truck crash spills bottles of beer across a Kentucky highway. A stretch of Kentucky highway was closed Wednesday when an overturned truck spilled its load of beer bottles in the roadway. Kentucky State Police said that the single vehicle crash occurred about 8 a.m. Wednesday in the northbound lanes of the Interstate 65 near Louisville, however you say it down in the south. The truck driver, though, was not injured and not under the influence of alcohol, thankfully. And they shared photos, and I'm gonna show you guys the crime scene of the spillage, and I want you guys to guess what kind of beer it is.
Bud Light? No, that's purple. Never mind.
What the ever-loving fuck is that?
Is that Zima? Obviously, I don't make that anymore. I have no idea. What the fuck is that?
Stay with your first guess.
It's
Bud Light.
Okay.
It's Bud Light. I think it just looks
tall tin cans.
What's all that blue shit on the side, though?
I mean, it's just glass and just packaging and just
okay.
But yeah, as you can see in the article here, they said somewhere about the Bud Light. Yeah, right here. Oh, Bud Light Platinum.
Platinum,
Bud
yes.
Light Platinum.
Bud Light, that's what I meant. Bud Light Platinum.
Yep.
You know what? They did it. The government, not the government. I'm looking at the word government. They did the country a favor.
Yes.
Get rid of the Bud Light Platinum. That shit's horrible. Have you ever had one? It's not okay. No, it's not all right to sell.
It's not okay.
No,
have you ever had one, Matt? You did? It's not okay.
I've never had one, no.
Oh my God.
I can honestly say I've never had one.
On National Beer Day, let's just say straight to jail. I agree, Grimlock. It's not abuse of the beer. Just anyone drinking that should go straight. It's fucking horrible.
I could imagine.
What's your go-to, Logan?
What?
What's your go-to?
My Miller Lite, but my favorite beer of all time is Labatt Blue. It's Canadian.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Well, and
Have you ever had a Labatt Blue right now? Okay. Well, when you when and if you ever come visit us, we will make sure that that you get hooked up with. Have you had a Molson Canadian? Oh, okay.
Molson Draft.
Last night I was on the I was a viewer of the Joe Myers podcast, Beers and Bullshit, where they were going to interview the dude from Rookie of the Year, who didn't show, but then he showed way late, apparently,
No
in
shit.
it. Yeah, apparently, and it was an absolute train wreck.
He's big on
co-host,
TikTok. He does his own music, right? He's in a
and they got him on the show. Showed up super late. At that point, I have to admit that I did watch a little bit of the first point. They were shotgunning a lot of beers. At one point, Joe actually said, "Fuck that guy." Hopefully, it's not clipped. But either way, the co-host that was on the show tried to take the show over, and he just sucks. Stumpy, you suck. I said it live on the show. You suck. Joe, you got to do something about it. But that's just my 2 cents, because what do I know about shows and podcasts? But either way, it could have been a cool opportunity that was ruined. But I was watching the show, and they were shotgunning a lot of beers, and I was like, you know, they use cool tools from junkengineers.ca. Awesome products. They used a cool tool from the Shot Fun Shotgun. You guys could check them out. Joe even has his own page. Joe's got his own page. It's like Shot Fun Shotgun /pages/ probably Joe Myers 86. Get his own page. I don't know if he makes money off. Who cares? Great product. But I was like, you know what? Today's National Beer Day. We should probably do something. And I got a cool little product sent to me the other day. And have you guys ever seen the Freedom Funnel?
That's a goddamn American bald eagle.
You're goddamn right, because nothing is better than goddamn America, in my opinion. And I love this country, and this is an opportunity to drink a beer right out of what appears to be the asshole.
Drink out of its butthole.
And and they sent it to me.
Nothing more American than a bald eagle's asshole.
And for anybody that knows, this, we're not getting paid to it. Did I buy it? Allegedly. Did they send it? Who knows? This ended up in my mailbox. And I said, you know what? I'm going to wait for this. This is freedomfunnelusa.com. It's made in the USA. Apparently, according to the sticker. I don't know if it is or not. I don't really care. But I'm going to show you guys how it works. Apparently, there's just a
mailbox to his mouth.
Yeah, so I'm going to do the thing. I'm going to do the thing. So freedom. America. Lane says it best. Yeah, there's Joe. He's like Beetlejuice. You say his name enough. But make sure you guys check it out. Let's see. So you just fill it up. I'm super excited. Super excited to try this out.
That is
shit. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You guys could fit about 4 beers in here, I think. There's a lot in here. I don't know how this is gonna go, but do the thing. Yeah, Joe says, and I forgot that nobody else can highlight comments maybe right now. Joe says, do the thing. We got America. Hey, we appreciate you. Lalita! Tell the family we said hello. Enjoy your family day, because it's ironic, not ironic, but me and Brandon, we're having a great conversation, or grammatically, Brandon and I, how family is more important than anything. So, yeah. Logan. Yes. And as Dustin says it.
Glass ever.
Hey, cheers, guys.
Whatever the fuck you want to call it.
While he drinks that beer, I was having a conversation with somebody earlier, and I was talking about what my engineer at the radio station, whose name is Dick, and instead of saying Dick and I said me and Dick, or vice versa, Dick and me. I said Dick and me, and I was like, oh, no.
Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. That was smooth. Other than the really strong plastic taste, I probably should have washed it.
Yeah, you should have washed. I want everyone to notice, though, that when you did that, the eagle's face was out of view, so you couldn't see how either upset or excited he was.
Oh,
that you're basically boofing beers out of his butthole.
He's not happy. I feel like it's the woman on the airplane that watched the guy jerk off 4 times and then was just like, yeah. Hey. But yeah, Joe hasn't had a beer. Joe, you haven't had a beer yet? It's National Beer Day, and it's 6:49 on the wrong coast.
Tickling my butthole. That's what that eagle looked like.
I'm gonna tell you what, this is So I don't know, Brandon, if you've ever been like in kind of
Have you ever
some.
drank a beer out of an eagle's ass?
No.
Brandon?
No, I know
You're
that
not a
that's
real
probably a no, but I'm trying to think like Logan and myself. I think we can relate like with gardens and stuff, and they put like fake owls up, like plastic, just owls to keep animals and stuff away. And there was allegedly a time in my life where I thought it was a cool thing to go around and snag some of those plastic owls, put beers in them, put a hole in it, and chug beer out of them. And I feel like it's pretty ironic because this is exactly like something you would see in a garden.
I can't stop laughing.
The stickers, like I'm scared to wash this thing because I was like, I contemplate. I'm like, hey, it says it's made in America. Trust it.
You
But
don't
at the
wash
same
it
point,
like
I was
that.
like, you know what? I need to watch. It stinks like really bad. So I let it like get some fresh air for a while because like I'm scared if I wash it, the stickers are gonna come off. And then what is an American Eagle without stickers?
Just flush it with water. Put a cap on the eagle's butthole. Fill it with water, like 3/4. Shake it around, empty. Fill it again. Shake it around, empty. Fill it like three times. Maybe with soap. Then just keep rinsing.
Stinks.
And after that, you're good to go.
Yeah, or yeah. Joe could try it. We'll see what we can do, Joe. I'll try to get you again, freedomfunnelusa.com /beard loss. It's not going to work, but then just go to there, pay full price. Don't always be a cheap asshole. Don't always look for that 10 or 20% off. Because at the end of the day, this is my take on this. Like, yeah, I could send you all these cool companies, use my code, you'll save 10%. What is 10% on what is this, whatever this costs? It's not going to make me rich, but at the end of the day, you're going to feel like $1 million when you're shotgunning a beer, funneling a beer out of an eagle's asshole.
On the 4th of July.
Freedom Funnel. This thing's cool.
Angry
I'm not going to
eagle.
lie. Like, and it doubles as a puppet. I can't do the but either way, this thing's cool. Like that beer chugging experience was phenomenal. The taste after, that's not their fault, stunk. But I'm gonna tell you what, Ken, you says made in China, but there's a big old sticker. It says made in the USA.
And they can't lie.
Allegedly. Yeah, it was cool. That was a good experience. And again, they didn't pay me to do that. But
Dude, freedom enema might be the greatest phrase ever.
it tasted like freedom.
That's a freedom
Plastic
enema.
and a little bit shitty. But no, that was cool. That was cool. And while we're drinking, you know, we talked about a couple things, but I got to be honest with you. I know Logan's seen one of these, but have you guys ever seen the draft top? This is probably, and again, this isn't a paid thing. I bought the new one. This is the 3.0 because I bought the 2.0 many moons ago. Okay. Use the shit out of this. This is honestly my favorite drinking tool, but there should be 4 of them. Broke one. Can't find a goddamn thing. How ironic when you drink, you can't find something. But if you're just listening to the podcast, come over to YouTube, you can see it. But they've improved their setup. This is the 3.0, and it's actually magnetic. So you can keep this on your fridge and shit. So there. And what it does is it gives every beer can a draft top with a clean edge. And this is my go-to. Like I use this all the time. I use this one so much it just wouldn't work again. And apparently also American made. America. It says it on the bottom. But yeah, these things are fantastic. If you honestly haven't tried one, I know Rep CPS Dave, he's got his own thing. This thing's fantastic. Have you guys, Logan, you've seen me probably bust this out, right?
Yeah, no. And I've seen the cans. I drank out of one. It's legit. Like it's smooth as can be. I don't know how the fuck they do it. I don't really care. I'm not a scientist. They are. They mastered it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's taking a canned beer, turning it into a draft, hence the draft top. Love this shit. So if you guys are, like a Joe, like a me, like a Logan, we love our drinking. I'm not leaving Brandon out. He's not as big of a drinker, and that's okay than us. This is something that like travels with me wherever. I bust the top off it. And
if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, so like Mick Alter, Coors Light have different size cans. Did they have
Correct.
the different size? Right? They did, right?
Don't know 100%. I don't drink that shit, but
I think you would look that up one day, and that they had like the one for like a taller.
I'm not gonna lie. Hold on.
I could be wrong. But that would work for like soda and iced teas and shit. So
Yeah, so like here's a Truly.
oh, you froze. There you go.
I think it still works. I think it still would work.
All right.
I'm not gonna try because I'm gonna drink this shit. But it was in my fridge. But either way, yeah, if you guys want, check it out. Draft Top. Shit. Just looked at the clock for the first time. We have 5 minutes left. We have 10 minutes. We had a question on the picker wheel. We can go ahead and answer it if you guys want. Longest you have gone without washing the sock.
So we know what they're talking about. Whoever asked the question. I've got a funny story about this while you guys ruminate, no pun intended.
Ooh.
So when I was a much younger man, half brother of mine, he used to use what he affectionately called as the T-shirt, the under T-shirt that he used to use. It was no sock; it was a T-shirt. And anyway, funny story. A couple years later, yeah, I said it. Years. He's having a kid, and they have to go to the hospital to witness the magic and amazing glory of a child being born and brought into the world. And so they go there, and his stepdad shows up, and his stepdad's wearing this weird shirt.
No.
And it's clean. It's clean. But man, are there some yellow stains on that bad boy? Some really off-white stains. And and my brother ribs me, and he's like, dude, you know what that is? And I look over, I'm like, oh my God, I know exactly what it is without ever seeing it before. That shit, it will never live down in my life, ever. That's great. But no, when it comes to the sock, there was no sock. I mean, it was always toilet paper for me. You don't keep something like that. It's not a keepsake. These are my boys. They're my boys. No.
Logan, do you jerk off in socks? I have to admit, I've never done it either. I don't know, where did this come from, Elo? You got some splaining to do. Like, why is it a thing that you jerk off into socks? Was it on a movie? Was it the American Pie movie?
No, they didn't even do it then. I've often thought that that's either like a 50s thing, because like they didn't have, like, if you didn't have toilet paper to waste, like if all of a sudden you're stealing toilet paper and running into your parents or into your bedroom, your parents are like, where did all the toilet paper and napkins go? I'm guessing maybe younger. Like, not an issue. Like, nope, not an issue.
Do you jerk off into toilet paper like Brandon?
I didn't say do it into toilet paper.
Whatever you find that doesn't go through your own fucking clothes washer that gets on the other stuff that you wear.
Well, it makes sense because Brandon admits that he uses nice toilet paper. I mean, like, if you got the money and you got the extra toilet paper, maybe that'd work. I don't. Well played. Okay, so American Pie, I do believe, had it. But so Elo's heard it from guy friends. Joe is apparently triggered, so he's.
I will say this though.
No, why would you
follow me?
Ruin socks.
Following.
Follow me, okay?
I follow you on all the social medias, just like everybody should.
See, I don't know where you guys do this at. Where you finish at? Do you finish in your hand? Do you finish on the bed? Do you finish in the toilet? Do you finish where you find something to finish into? But I will tell you this: if you do take a sock and you wrap it around your hand, your offhand, we'll call it your offhand, you can take said sock and then use it to wipe off wherever you have to wipe off. And then you take the sock and you turn it inside out. And now the sock, you throw it somewhere. It's the perfect tool. While I don't normally do that, I will say that's one of the perfect tools to clean up with. If you're ever,
that's too perfect of a description to say that I never have done this.
Okay, maybe I've done it once or twice, but it's not my go-to.
Yes.
If I'm in a place where I need to make sure my mess is cleaned and there's going to be somebody coming over for dinner or something like that, or my mother-in-law's on her way over, no. But I'm kidding, of course. But
no, you're not.
I mean, my mother-in-law's on her way over. No. Maybe your mother-in-law, but no.
She's good looking.
Well, you'll have to send me those pictures. Send those pictures to Brandon@beardlaws.com.
Brandon@beardlaws.com. Send them all over. But that is an email address that forwards to Brandon J. wears Blue Jays hats at gmail.com.
Dustin's right. First movie of American Pie did have the sock. It's that first scene or whatever where it's like,
But this
hey,
idea,
stretching the tube sock.
but this idea like that you're putting the sock on yourself and like doing it into the sock, no.
That would hurt.
There's nothing appropriate or feel good about that. I don't care what kind of lubricant you're using.
Nope.
There's nothing good about it.
Nope.
Or this idea like that. I was a friend in high school said that he used to just do it between two cushions on the couch. Like what? Like that doesn't feel good either in my mind. I can't imagine.
I was about to name a name. I can't name names.
It's because you did it. Go ahead.
No, they did it between like two mattresses, and I'm like, what? Mattresses? What? How? Why would you do that? What the?
Just as tight enough grip, and you won't even know.
Really soft socks is still fabric though, and you're talking about friction, and it's not good, man. It's not good.
No,
you need something to be. And you know what? I had a buddy who told me he used to do it dry. Who is out here doing that dry? You're not pulling yourself dry, are you?
The guy in the airplane was.
Well, he probably was.
Allegedly.
Hey, lady.
Allegedly.
You spit for me, man.
Yeah, so I guess to sum it up, none of us really, there's not a time frame on the sock because the sock isn't a thing. Brandon is not going to wash his toilet paper. Logan's not going to wash that weird guy behind him that he comes on every night. And
right before we got on, the wifey's like, I'm gonna just take this down. I was like, oh no. No way.
Leave it. We're going to talk about coming on things.
Saves.
All right, so time is just about up. Joe,
you deserve better. Okay, I'm telling you this right now. Who hurt you?
Wow, that's a tough break, bud. But let's spin the picker wheel for next wheel. Movie that you love. Oh, remind you. Sorry, software update for the camera hub. Movie that you love that everyone hates.
Did we already do this one? No. Okay.
I don't think so.
We must not have, because what I do is every time it comes up, I go hide choice. Bloop, you've been hidden. I think this was a Brandon J McDermott one. I think you asked this one. Who hasn't hurt you? I know who has hurt you. That's that co-host of yours. He hurts you every time you're on that show.
Read Elo's. Read this. This is messed up.
So Elo says, I knew someone who would take one of those rubber balls with the koosh ball, in quotes, like things, all on the outside, turn it inside out, and do his job in that. Forgot what that ball is called.
What's a koosh ball?
I have no idea, but we're gonna Google it. Wow. Koosh ball.
Do you remember the koosh ball?
Oh, one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit.
So you had a friend that would come in koosh balls?
Oh. I bet that's probably not awful.
It's better than a sock, right?
It's gotta be.
It has to be.
All these little fingers just going like, hey, what are you doing?
So I'm going to add something to the picker wheel if anybody else wants to join me. Weirdest thing you have jerked off into. I feel like that needs to be on there. So if anybody else,
Elo's right. It was movies that you love that your wife hates, or that your SO, your significant other, hates.
You love. Okay. Oh, you remember the weird water tubes from the 90s?
Oh no.
Not the actual koosh, but yeah. If you can't come in a cooch, come in a koosh. That's gonna be a brand. What? That too much? Either way, we're past our time, and we can't thank you guys enough. We're gonna be back here, same time, same place, and as long as there's not a whole bunch of rain, because we have found out that if there's a lot of rain, then Toby cannot make the podcast because his internet stinks. He's waiting for Elon Musk to say, "Hey, Toby, I'm gonna bless you with our sweet internet, and then you can have that, and everybody will be in the 20th, 21st, 27th, whatever century we're in." But Nita, we can't thank you enough for staying up so late. Elo, yes, definitely let us know what apparently contraption your friend was jerking off into. Joe, can't thank you enough. Everybody else, let's hear.
Thanks,
Dustin.
everybody.
and everybody. We CT, but more importantly, we can't thank you enough, Brandon, Logan, for everything that you guys do. Appreciate you guys. Go Jays. Jays make their first appearance tomorrow, and we're gonna bet. We're gonna go bet on the Jays tomorrow. That's what we're gonna do on tomorrow. It's Fun Friday. We're gonna bet on them. So if everybody wants to, you guys can. There's all sorts of links where you can actually go to DraftKings. Click my code. You guys deposit. I make some money so I can continue to make some money. But if you have any questions on betting, I'll give you what I bet. But if you lose, don't get mad at me. But we're having a good little day today. I actually took McCutchen in the 9th inning to get an out, and it was the last out of the game. It was plus 330.
Jesus,
that's a good one as well. And took the over on Kyle Hendricks for strikeouts. And we had a good little day, but can't thank you guys enough. We're going to hit the outro, and we're going to be back next week. Same time, same place. And I got nothing else. When do you guys want to do the outro?
Peace. Love you all. Thanks.